Hello everyone, welcome to my 8th video lecture on infinite series. In the previous video, we have discussed about the comparison test to determine the nature of a given series of positive terms. In this video, we shall consider another important test known as the ratio test, or it is also called as the D'Alembert's ratio test. So here also we will be dealing with the same series of positive terms. So let us consider the given series of positive terms as summation un. So in order to know the nature of this series, the test which we are using here is the ratio test. And what is the principle of the ratio test? Now we shall write down. And we will not be proving that result. We will be using the result to examine the nature of given positive series. So let us see what the principle involved in this test. So first, what should we do? We should consider the nth term of the given series. So first let us write down what is un, and in the nth term so obtained, replace n by n plus 1. Replace n by n plus 1 to get the n plus 1th term. So after getting n plus 1th term, take the ratio of n plus 1th term and the nth term. That is, consider un plus 1 divided by un. This is very important. We have to keep un plus 1 in the numerator and un in the denominator. So to this ratio we have to apply the limit as n tending towards infinity. So we have to evaluate this limit, and if this limit is L, where L is a finite quantity, finite and unique quantity, so then depending upon the nature of L, we say that the given series is either convergent or divergent. So the given series, we will write then the given series summation un is to nature. The given series will have either convergent or it will be divergent. We know this particular thing because we are dealing with the series of positive terms. So the given series un is convergent if the condition L less than 1 is satisfied. So if L, the limit so obtained, if it is less than 1, the series is convergent. If the limit so obtained, that is L, if it is greater than 1, then we say that the series is divergent. So this is very easy to remember. We have to take un plus 1 divided by un and apply the limit as n tending towards infinity. Get the answer. If the answer is less than 1, say that the series is convergent. If the answer is greater than 1, then say that the series is divergent. Now there is an important question arises. So what happens when L is equal to 1? So when that limit is exactly equal to 1, then our conclusion is that the ratio test fails. So we will not proceed with the ratio test in hand when the limit L is equal to 1. In such cases, we have to prefer another important test known as Rab's test. So what is this Rab's test? It is another important test which determines the nature of given series of positive terms. So in the Rehab's test, very much similar work we have to do as we have done in the previous test, that is ratio test. So in the Rehab's test, we have to consider the reciprocal of this term. Un plus 1 divided by un we considered for ratio test. Now for Rehab's test, we have to consider the reciprocal un by un plus 1. After that, take minus 1. So we have to consider this particular term, and to this value let us multiply by n. So we have to multiply by n, and after that to this entire thing apply the limit as n tending towards infinity, and let the answer be again L, again it is finite. Then our conclusion according to Rehab's test. Then the given series summation un is, again it is behaving like either convergent or divergent. So we are saying here that the the Rehab's test, when we apply and get the answer as L for the limit, then the series summation un which is given is convergent if, what will be the guess? The guess is that in the previous case, that is in the ratio test case, when limit was less than 1, we said that the series converges. When the limit happens to be greater than 1, we say that the series is divergent. But in the Rehab's test, we have taken the reciprocal. Therefore, the condition also reverses. So therefore, that distinction we have to identify here in between Rehab's test and ratio test. In the case of Rehab's test, given series is convergent if L is greater than 1, and divergent, the given series is divergent if L is less than 1. So this is the distinction. This is not same as that of the ratio test which we have seen. In the ratio test, for L, for the limit less than 1, the series converges, but here for the limit L greater than 1, the series converges, and like that. But limit which we find in the two cases is totally different. In the case of ratio test, we consider only un plus 1 divided by un, whereas in the case of Rehab's test, we take the reciprocal, then subtract 1 from that and multiply that with n, and then we take the limit. So this is how we have to proceed with the Rehab's test only when the ratio test is failed. So it is advised that the ratio test, when it fails, we have to proceed to Rehab's test. So Rehab's test is not directly applicable. So when we apply the ratio test and fail, then it is preferred to apply the Rehab's test. So here we got two conditions, for one for convergence and another one for divergence. That is, when L is greater than 1, converges. When L is less than 1, the series diverges. Again, when n is equal to 1. Again, when L is equal to 1, here also, in this case also, when L is equal to 1, the Rehab's test fails. So that is the conclusion we have to give here also. Now, here we have to understand one more thing, that when the ratio test is applicable, first we have to apply the ratio test and then we are advised to go for Rehab's test. So we should know when the ratio test is applicable. The ratio test is applicable. This is an important observation we are doing here. In the form of note 2, we shall consider it. So when the nth term of the series is un. When un contains the terms like factorial n, say for example, or factorial n plus 1. So such type of factorial terms, if they are involved, even n factorial whole square, or even 2n plus 1 factorial, or 2n factorial, etc. If such type of terms are present in the nth term, then go for ratio test. And even when you have x to the power of n, x to the power of 2n, etc., such type of terms if we have, for where x is greater than 0 or x is greater than 1, such condition will be preferred. So in that case also it is advised to go for the so-called ratio test. And when the numerator and denominator with steadily increasing factors are present in un, so un contains the numerator and denominator where the terms go on increasing steadily. For example, in the first term it is like 1 by 2. In the second term it may be like 1 into 2 divided by 2 into 4. What is happening? The terms are increasing. So here in the third term 1 into 2 into 3 divided by 2 into 4 into 6, like that. So the terms are increasing. Therefore in that case also the ratio test is preferred. And one more important thing is that the test is usually preferred when un cannot be simplified, as we have done in the case of comparison test. If it is so easy to simplify un, then we can go for comparison test. If it is not possible to simplify un, then it is preferred to go for ratio test. And if the ratio test fails, it is advised to go for RAPS test. So this is all about ratio test and RAPS test. In the next video we shall consider the worked examples. So thank you very much for watching.